Grand Rising, beautiful family. It's almost afternoon, actually. I went and got my truck fixed this morning, so I've been running. I just got in to get ready for work. It's Retta's Recovery Reminders. Retta and Ratchet is right here with me, sitting back there in her little shady spot. It is July 16th, but whenever you find this message is when it's meant for you. If you could please subscribe and like the video if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel. I'm trying to grow. I actually am grateful for each and every one of you that take the time to like and comment. I love all of you. We are all connected in more ways than we can actually understand with our human mind. And when we allow the possibility that we are all one at our core, we're just the consciousness behind the eyes. Like that's the way I treat people, as if everybody else is me behind different eyes. I believe if everybody treated people that way, the world would be a much better place. And I didn't just instantly start doing that. It's taken years of, clearing out the negativity within me, facing my demons and my shadows and integrating those, accepting the, lower vibrations of being human. It's all part of the human narrative, and I feel like I want to kind of tell my story, but I'm not sure if YouTube is actually the place. So, because it's got some definite not for YouTube aspects to it. But I believe that everything that I lived through has made me who I am today. And even though I'm not where I want to be, I know I'm a lot better place than I was previously in my life, and I know that I will continue getting to higher and higher places as I continue to do the internal work to clear out my limiting beliefs and poor coping mechanisms that I was taught in childhood. We all have things that we were programmed with. That's what school and the television, it's even called programming. And the fact that we didn't catch on to it earlier is really kind of woo. But once you realize you have to do things to detach those old nerve endings, so you do different things, the new actions, and when you start doing the new actions over and over and over again, it makes new neural pathways, and it turns you into the butterfly that you didn't even realize you were becoming. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, July 16th, I will gain more understanding when I realize I must not allow the spirit of grief to take over my life. And this is about after someone has passed and, not allowing grief to take over your life, the spirit of grief to take over your life. And I really believe that that's what I did previously, and might have even unintentionally did it on purpose, staying in an abusive relationship. So I had an excuse to do the, substances that made me feel whole. We're human, and until we realize that, we should be doing what's in our best interest so we live our greatest life for as long as we possibly can. And I didn't really think that I would make it this far. and it has changed my whole perspective, especially after my NDE. I can't really remember exactly what happened, but I remember having a lucid dream that evening, like after I had been resuscitated and brought back and let go from the hospital. I got out and got high more, and my ex was saying that I was OD'd again, but I don't believe that. He was trying to wake me up or whatever, but I was dreaming that I was in jail, but he was there. Like, this is so weird. And now that I think about it, like, it's really kind of crazy the way life tries to give us messages, but until we're ready to hear them, we won't hear them. Until we are truly open to all the possibilities instead of the possibility that we assume that is the one we're living, we turn so many things into stuff it's not by creating our own problems with our mind. I have done it so many times, and today I don't. And when I catch myself, I try to, nope, I don't know. And I can assume all day long and get upset, but until I find out the actual facts of the matter, I don't know. So there's no reason to get upset. We just go about dealing with the situation the best way that we know how, with what we have, without thinking about what's in everyone's best interest, but especially ours. I used to put everybody before me like I didn't matter, and I was treated like I truly didn't matter in my life. And today I will never allow anyone to treat me like that ever again. But, while I can't say I'm grateful that I was treated like that, it was really hurtful because I loved the person that did this to me. But I think that's the whole thing with the Stockholm syndrome. We are like in love with our captors. And truly, it's like sleeping with the enemy, sleeping with somebody that really hates you. That's what it seemed like. And the thing that really made the other shoe drop for me was right before he went to go do what his mother wanted him to. He had been talking to her on the phone, and he used to not answer the phone for her, and she would threaten to call the police after she had already spoke to my mother and my cousins and stuff, and they'd already told her we were fine, but she still threatened to call the police. And I said, look, I know that you care for your son, but this is ridiculous, and this is not normal. You have problems. He's over 40 years old, and you're treating him like a fucking child. Cut it the fuck out. And I guess after that, she hated me. And she has been plotting my downfall, which I don't care. I'm really grateful that things happened the way they did, because it made me realize that I was fighting for something that was killing me. You can clearly see in the pictures. Abuse is not love. And if somebody loves you, they're not going to treat you like they don't care about your feelings and they don't care about how you feel. And now I realize some people aren't capable because they weren't taught that by their mother. They weren't loved unconditionally and shown actual compassion and true, heartfelt, connection. They were probably told to shut up and, just very unfortunate circumstances. But, I lived through unfortunate circumstances in my youth, and I allowed it to, I never wanted to hurt other people. I just wanted to numb myself. So, and I didn't feel like I was hurting anybody until I really realized that, oh my God, if my kids did that, I would be, so I realized by growing up and going up to the top floors of my building, which is raising my consciousness. But we were on the lower floor, which is in survival mode, which when your brain gets into tripped into fight or flight, your rational thinking mind goes offline. And it was just like I couldn't think clearly at all when I was in that relationship. And now I know it was on purpose to keep me off balance. And, you know, awareness is everything, ladies. If you feel like you're being abused, if you have a hint. And when I first started researching, he'd be like, who have you been talking to? I've been watching videos about abusive relationships, and I got your number, baby. You know, and awareness is everything. And, you know, unless you're aware, you can't fix it. And I still don't think he saw the damage that he truly did to my heart and my life. I don't think he cared. And I don't really think he ever would. It might be because he had felt like I hurt him, and it was just like, I've learned that narcissistic injury is a thing, and I feel like I gave him one of those, and the whole rest of our relationship was him trying to hurt me back. Like, how petty and miserable does your life have to be to stay with someone just to intentionally try to make them feel less than? You know, the only thing it really did is made me realize how pathetic toxic behavior really is. It's fear, and it's just toddler, childish, immature, total emotional ignorance. Like, if you're not aware of your own behavior, you're really not aware of anything. So, just saying. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope everybody has a really great day. It's almost time for me to head out to work, but I love you all. You are all truly a blessing in your life and everybody's life. You have to open up your heart and mind to see yourself as such. And once you do, once you can see the truth of who you truly are and not, you know, believing the projections of other low vibrational people, you'll, like, I got wings and I flew. Once I got out of the situations that was making me feel like I wasn't good enough. Because now I know that I'm way too good. And he was trying to bring me back down to his level. Sorry, honey. I love you for everything you ever done. And if you think that I never did anything for you, I'm sorry. You know, we did for each other. Like, that's what you do in a relationship. Like, the fact that I even thought that he would, I don't know, it's just hurtful. You know, I spent almost 20 years with the person, and I thought that he loved me. But people's idea of love is based on what they have experienced in life. And that's what I know. Like, you can't understand something that you've never experienced before. Because even though I was giving it to him, he couldn't see it. He could not see the love I actually had for him because he didn't have any love for me. And that's the truth. You see what you are. Really. And I'm so grateful I finally did. Thank you, Source. I love you all. Be a blessing. Peace.